Welcome to the Leetist podcast, a show where we play trivia games about video games. I'm Kenny, joined around the table today by the Chase and the Cameron to my Foreman, also known as Tim.
Hello.
And Ryan.
Yo.
And today we are joined by a guest. I told you we had a lot of guests coming up, and it is true. Johnny Grafx is here. What's up, John?
Hello.
How's it going? What you been doing so far today, and are you ready to trivia out?
I'm ready. Today's been pretty chill. It's Sunday, of course, so I have really nothing to do other than this.
What did you have for breakfast?
I found Johnny on TikTok, and I'm highly entertained by
What
a
is
lot
that,
of
like
his
a
TikToks.
clock?
Yeah.
But, you know, I didn't tell him. It's funny that the first video I saw of yours was the one where you're talking about gaming in your 30s and making the text bigger on your PlayStation and that. And that one starts with a profile view of you in your chair.
It looks like you,
and I thought it was me. I thought I was looking at myself.
Oh, God, what am I doing?
Have you seen it, like what Kenny looks like?
Probably not.
No, I
Oh
don't
my
think
God,
so.
we need
Ruggedly handsome.
Yeah, we'll get you a signed picture.
Okay.
It'll be great. But
From the profile especially, I thought I was looking at myself. It was really
you're
weird.
like, did I do a video? That's what Kenny does when he gets super drunk.
That's sort of what I stumbled into making that, I think, is that there's just everybody who's like 31 and up and also a gamer. There's just like a bunch of little weird things that we all have in common that don't get talked about a whole lot. But like, yeah, there's just
For sure. And
I'll say for sure, I didn't used to like having the like dialogue, the captions while the game's playing, and now I can't live without it. Like I need it. Like,
yeah.
Because I'm so distracted. I'll be like, I don't know what's
But I,
what did I say?
subsequently watched a lot of your TikToks, and they're all really
I like it when the
funny.
subtitles come on because that is a reminder that it's time to skip whatever cutscene is playing so I can get back
Skip,
to
skip,
the
skip,
game.
skip, skip, skip.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
I know you do more than TikTok, and you have a YouTube and all that. And as usual, we're going to have a segment where we chat with just you about what you got going on. But you know, before we do all that, we sandwich that in between playing games about games. And today I have Are You Smarter Than Leet Gamer, which is a weekly thing that we do with different categories. We have a sound game. We have a news game, as usual. Timestamps are below the show if you want to jump to any part.
Step 1. Leave a rating and review if you love us, and you know you do. Step 2, tell your friends to go to Leetist.com/new listeners to find clips from the show. Step 3, and this is the most important, tell every person you ever meet this is the greatest podcast you've ever heard. Step 4, profit.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we get profit.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my new announcement.
No, I like it.
Are you going to try to change that every week now?
I might.
Yeah.
We'll see how the wind blows.
Depends on my hangover.
There we go.
Well, let's stop talking about games.
Well, let's play a game.
Let's do that.
Let's play the news game. The news game.
Baloney.
Every episode, we'd like to take a brief look back at the gaming news of the week and give our 2 cents. But of course, on this show, simply reading the headlines ain't lead enough. We make a game out of it. So I'm going to read off some quick-fire fill-in-the-blank questions from gaming news for my lucky contestants. They'll have 30 seconds to answer them. We don't do deep dives here, so if you want to know more, go fucking listen to Gamers Week about it.
Oh, we're back to Gamers Week now. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, sure.
They have the knowledge, man.
All right, so with a guest on the show, here's how it's going to go. I got 2 rounds, 4 questions each. You have the options, John, if you want to participate in the news game, or if you just want to make these guys go at it. So you tell me, have you been keeping up with the news this week?
I'll participate. I'll see, because I tend to have I tend to keep up with it somewhat. So I'll give it a shot.
Okay, fair enough. Kenny and Ryan, one of you two is going to go after. Kenny, you went last time against the guest. Ryan, why don't you go in the news game?
Okay.
There. No coin flip necessary until this one right now. Ryan, call in the air, heads or tails. Or no, wait.
Skyrim.
It's the Skyrim symbol. Okay, so Ryan, you're going to go first. You're going to show John how it's done. You ready?
No.
All
yes.
right.
Yeah, we have a Skyrim coin, so it's either Skyrim or Dragonborn.
But then we also get confused on what side that means.
Because I still say heads or tails. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
And begin.
A teaser trailer popped up online for the live-action adaptation of Blank.
Twisted Metal.
Well, okay. Details have been released for the Asus Blank, and it just might be a lofty Steam Deck competitor. The Rogue Ally. The final preview for Blank came out, including some demo reviews, and let's face it, we're all day one.
Ugh. Don't know.
Tears of the Kingdom. Metacritic says they're going to do better at moderating reviews after the bombing of the Horizon Forbidden West DLC entitled Blank.
I don't know. I knew everything about that other than that. What the part you asked?
I believe it's Burning Shores.
It is called Burning Shores. All right.
Oh, that right. Yeah. Burning Shores. Yeah.
God, man, I am so glad you took that bullet for me, dude. Because I did not know any of those. So when he flipped the coin, it actually was supposed to be me that answered those ones. But I'm so glad you took that because now, because I didn't know a single motherfucking one of them.
That's not the first time that has happened. I think we need to be clear with people that they're not going yet.
My bad.
If they're first. Yeah.
No,
my bad.
No, I love it.
That's fine.
No, I am totally fine with this outcome.
I actually beat Horizon.
Well, it's not going to happen again, so I hope you enjoyed it.
I finished Horizon Forbidden West this week.
The Burning
You can believe it.
Crusades?
No, the regular game. I haven't played the DLC.
I don't know what it's called. Burning,
How was it?
It was
Forbidden West.
Burning Sensation.
Horizon.
The Burning West.
Burning sensation.
I got pulled away from that game because of Elden Ring, and I've been dipping back into it occasionally. But yeah, now I finally finished it. I was determined to get to a part where I can fly around the world on a flying mount.
You're there.
Which is fun.
What was
You
the
did it.
favorite part of the story?
The story is batshit crazy in that game. They really went off the chain on that one, but I wasn't paying much attention. After some part. I mean,
I would love to do nothing but let's see if he just knows one story beat.
Just one thing that happened in the game.
Story beat
Tell
that
us.
happens in this game.
I paid attention to the first game, but I just had
What
trouble
does
in the
Aloy
second game.
do?
In the second game,
I don't know.
I fell off kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Apparently, she meets someone nice in the DLC.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
That's really proud.
Johnny, I think I remember seeing on your YouTube that Horizon was your game of the year. Is that correct?
It was. Yeah, I think, and that's, I'm not a Souls guy. Like, I'm just not. I wanted to be. I tried it multiple times. I actually did a TikTok about this where I explained, the whole journey. But, I couldn't do it. So Elden Ring was completely irrelevant to me. So with that in mind, yeah, it was. I think it was a clear choice to me. Ragnarok was close, of course, but
Yeah.
I love just the gameplay of Horizon. The story, you're right. It's batshit insane, and it's almost too insane to take seriously at times. But the gameplay of just picking off machine parts and learning what they're weak to and what they're strong against, and it's complicated enough to be engaging, but it's not so complicated that I'm overwhelmed. It's perfect. It's just perfect for my brain.
I'll tell you,
I love that game.
I am a Souls guy, but and I usually play games on hard. Horizon Forbidden West is one of the first games in a while I had to put on normal because I was just getting too frustrated. It was hard for me, but I really like the gameplay in the game, though. It's super good.
You can grind. There's a lot of opportunities to grind and max out halfway through the story if you really want to. It's not too hard to do, and that helps. But yeah, I mean, there's some really tough ones. There's the mammoth tremor tusk thing. That's hard, no matter who you are.
I was ready to grind in the arena to get the good arena weapons, but you have to spend money every attempt. And I'm going broke trying to do the arena.
yeah.
It sucks.
And her name is Aloy.
Right. You think she would have more metal shards on her just by nature.
Since we are talking about Souls, I want to bring up, I also saw a TikTok of yours where one of your commenters said that they literally took the disc out of their PlayStation and broke a Dark Souls game
I've done
because
that.
they're so mad. You've done that?
I've broken a game. Yeah,
Like
You're
the disc?
taking it out.
I took
You
Mario
literally
Tennis.
took the
I was a young boy and I had anger issues.
I love
I
this.
took Mario Tennis out of my Virtual Boy and put it in my dad's Vice and I smashed it with a
Oh
hammer.
my God,
Oh
Mario!
my god!
Mario Tennis?
You took a hammer?
Yeah,
Virtual Boy.
I could always beat the first level easy, and then the second level they tripled the difficulty level on it for my little kid brain. Well, I have to
my
say little kid, but I was 12 or 13.
And those are hard to break.
Wow.
They're cartridges.
Not
man.
with a hammer,
Yeah.
surprisingly easy.
Yeah, once you get a hammer involved, I guess.
I've never broken a
That took
game.
so much forethought to do, though.
Yeah.
When you're super angry at a disc-based game, you just go snap it.
Yeah, no,
out.
that was definitely second degree. Let me tell you, it was.
Yeah.
It's premeditated.
Yep.
That's maniacal. You had to plan it. You had to do it.
I've never even thrown a controller before, honestly. No, I don't.
Oh, no, I have not only thrown controllers and broken them, I've thrown controllers at the ground, and they have ricocheted off the ground and hit my TV and broke my TV.
See, I have not
consequently,
done that,
too.
you fucking lunatics.
Yes. Thank you, Sephiroth and Final Fantasy Remake. That was a fun, broken TV.
All right, what was another headline?
I don't even know. Something about Twisted Metal.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah, there was a
saw it.
teaser trailer for it.
I don't know.
It had Wing Guy from Marvel in it.
Yes.
Wing guy.
That's who that was. I knew I recognized that damn guy. That's exactly. You're right. That's who he is.
Do they have a sweet tooth picked out?
Yes,
He was
No.
in the trailer.
He was in the
I
trailer.
haven't seen the trailer. Who's Sweet Tooth?
Was he in the trailer? Maybe I blanked.
He was in for like 2
Half a
seconds
second.
at the very end.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What actor is playing?
It
Sweet
wasn't
Tooth?
long enough to see. He had like a clown mask on, right?
Well, I
Right,
mean,
yeah,
they don't have
his
an
mask.
I think it was
I'll look
Steve
up.
Zahn.
I don't think it's Steve's on.
Why
But
is it Steve Buscemi, man? It's like that's a good one.
He just
That's a
plays
good-
all the characters
he
like
just
he's
plays
a
all of them.
Eddie Murphy movie.
It's a one-man show for Twisted Metal.
I was saying
They
in
decided
the
to get
Discord,
really artistic with it.
the Twisted Metal trailer starts and he's popping in a disc into his car, like car combat heavy metal. I'm expecting to come on,
and then what, like
and then
Happy
it's
Together
Steal
starts
My
playing?
Sunshine.
Oh, Steal My Sunshine. That's right.
Oh,
LFO.
yeah.
Is that LFO?
Yeah,
Why
sounds
aren't they
right.
doing like Paint It Black, man? That's like the classic that you would do for Twisted Metal.
You'd think the
Weird
Rogue
choice.
Ally is going to come out, and people are saying like, okay, this $700 handheld device is going to be the big boss man that takes on Steam Deck. What you think about that?
That's made by the company's called Rogue
Asus.
or Asus. Yes, this one looks so good. Actually, it may make me consider swapping it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
But the Steam Deck has Steam and the whole UI thing. I don't know. I think
This has
And
Windows, which
Asus
is-
has Windows, and I can have Steam, and I can have Xbox, and I can have everything.
you can do that on Steam Deck.
I know,
though, right?
but it's not the whole thing.
legally.
Well, actually,
Yeah, I
it-
wouldn't-
it's still legal to do on Steam to put a new Windows OS on there.
Butter my biscuit.
Yep.
I don't know. If anybody's going to be able to really challenge the Steam Deck, I mean, I would think it would have to be Nintendo. I don't know if Asus, I mean, I like the
think
monitors. I have
Nintendo's
an,
gonna
I'm
come
looking at an Asus monitor right now, but I don't think gaming, I don't know, maybe I'm not a big PC gamer, so maybe I'm not in the right headspace to judge that, but I don't think Asus when I think handheld gaming.
Yet.
I guess what do you think for handheld gaming? I mean, obviously, besides Nintendo, like what would be a computer like a Razer like style?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know. The handheld space is so weird right now because the biggest handheld device is piggybacking off of the biggest PC library. So that's
yep.
so. I mean, it's a great device in and of itself, but it's also really leaning on that massive library. If it didn't have that, it probably wouldn't be as popular as it is.
Oh,
Whereas-
God, no, it would not be popular. The thing,
And then the Nintendo
barely runs
Switch is
stuff.
the other one,
Yeah.
and again, that's leaning on the fact that it's Nintendo. So I don't know, like how you can start from scratch and make a handheld device really be competitive right now. I don't know how you do it. I guess there must be a way, there must be a path for Asus to do it. They wouldn't try if they didn't think there was a path. But it seems high risk, medium reward to me. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see a lot of people kind of take because like everyone realizes this is the path forward right now. This is the way. It is. People are handheld console hybrids. That is 100%.
Yeah.
From this point forward, the way it's going to be because it just makes sense. So yeah, a lot of people are going to try to get their foot in that hole.
Foot in the hole.
That Tears of the
Put it in
Kingdom
there.
demo review thing was pretty dope. We won't give away any spoilers for anybody that wanted to see it,
spoilers.
but it's just looking like this game's going to be super dope. And
Yeah, we are
I'm
T
day one.
minus 2 weeks away.
day one.
Wow, that is so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to play that game.
It's been a nice like series of games coming out back to back to back because we had the new Jedi game, which is we'll talk about it later, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we have Redfall coming out next week, and then we have Tears of the Kingdom.
Redfall's a Tuesday game, I think. So that's very, very soon.
I like Tuesday games.
Yeah.
Who's ready to go? Ryan, it is your turn, buddy. You ready?
All right.
Here we go. Here's your questions and go. Steam was bombarded with negative reviews after a shabby performing Blank was released this week.
Jedi Fallen Order.
No, Jedi Survivor. Blank was blocked
whatever
by.
it's called.
Blank has blocked the Microsoft Activision deal due to cloud gaming concerns, though the appeals process is already beginning.
Blank.
Okay, UK CMA. Kickstarter is going live this fall for a Blank board game that will feature competitive
Call
and
of
co-op
Duty.
play. Let Me Solo successfully completed Elden Ring with a mod that made every enemy blank.
Every enemy. Dance.
Millennia.
We have a tie.
Hold on.
happens.
I think that I
do think that you got that
that's
question
a
wrong.
forgettable Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. It's such a
I've
forgettable
been trying
name.
to Google things about Jedi Fallen Order because I've been playing it, and I keep on going like, how do I do the? I don't know where the fuck I am. there's an elevator in Star Wars game, and I hope that the results are going to give me the Fallen Order.
Elevator
I
Star
can't
Wars
remember
game.
the name of the game.
Okay, so I have forgotten the name of this new one a billion times because it is such a dumb, forgettable name. Like, it's like Jedi Fallen Order. All right, we're going to do Jedi Survivor. Yeah, that's fun. We're doing the same fucking thing.
Fallen Order 2 would have worked fine.
Yeah,
I think.
I would have
Order
been
2.
fine with Fallen Order 2. Like, don't call it Jedi Survivor.
The game is fantastic, though, by the way. And,
We'll talk about it later.
Will we? I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, we
that,
won't.
No,
I
we
think-
won't. All right, go ahead.
Probably
and talk
not.
about
We have
it.
a lot to get to. Yeah.
Talk about it, Kenny. I will play the part of every other person in the universe. This game is terrible because the performance is awful.
Oh yeah, the performance is awful, but the game is fantastic.
The game doesn't play well, but it's fantastic.
I have not had that much problems on PC, and I tried the console version before PC, and I think it's because a lot of from other people reporting what they're dealing with, saying that the console's doing way better than PC. I guess I'm just really that much of a 60 FPS snob now that it just looked like a blurry mess to me, and I was like, oh,
It probably was just a blurry mess, to be fair. I mean, did you ever get Sony to refund you?
No,
Yeah,
absolutely
they're not
not.
going to do that
I
shit.
tried.
They got their money.
Didn't work, but the game's great. I think Fallen Order had a lot of kernels of things that I could tell back when I played that game. It's like, oh, this is being worked out. It was a solid, really fun game, but it's like the customization and the skill trees, and you could imagine those things being more expansive, and this being a really big, awesome game with a kind of more complex systems, and that's what the new one is. And they did all those things I was hoping, and the game is huge and it's great. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a fun game. I mean, it's good. I haven't actually had many performance issues, but I also am just
You're
happy.
the one who just said it sucks because of performance.
No, I was playing everyone else. Now
I
I'll play
see.
me.
Okay.
And I will say that I'm enjoying it as well. I will say that I love doing subscription services for a month and then canceling them so you can just get a game for $15. Because that's how I'm playing it.
EA Play Pro on PC.
EA Play Pro, $15. Cancel your subscription immediately. Beat the game in a month.
There you go.
There you go.
You can get the Dead Space remake that way too, I think, right?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
That's on there, too.
Ooh, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah,
yes.
which I didn't realize when I bought the Dead Space remake on PC.
I will definitely be doing that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can dual wield lightsabers in Survivor, right?
That's what. You can choose which stance you want to use and level up, and that is the one that I'm focusing on. Is the dual
They
wield
have
tree.
Nice.
the Darth Maul stance. They have the regular. Then you have the two lightsabers. You
There's
have
more
a
unlocked.
blaster and a lightsaber stance.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
You have the what is it? I guess the Kylo Ren.
Oh, right, the
stance,
little
like,
cross-
with the
cross joint. Yeah.
It's basically a heavy stance. Like it's like a
Nice.
big large sword.
Like a claymore.
Like
kinda.
Claymore. That's
Claymore,
the
there
word
you
I was
go.
looking
That's
for.
a nice
Yep,
word.
That's
Cool.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The UK/CMA, which I believe stands for Country Music Awards, has blocked the Microsoft Activision deal.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I guess there's a
Music
big
Award.
uproar in the
I
country
saw that
music.
too. I was like, why is like CMA blocking that? How do they have any authority?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I haven't kept up with any of this crap at all. I just know it keeps making headlines. So if you have any thoughts about it, you're welcome to talk about them. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit quietly here on the end of my table and wait for the next
I
question.
agree.
Listen to Gamers Week.
Yep.
Hey, there we go. Call of Duty board game Kickstarter coming out, and it's gonna have some Call of Duty stuff. So if you like that, go do that.
Go Google it.
All right. And Let Me Solo Her, famous for helping people beat Melania, beat
Yeah.
an entire run through of Elden Ring with every enemy as Melania.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare for me, but I guess it'd be fun to watch.
Also, how do you have a system that can run that? Like, dear God, like wouldn't that choke out your computer?
Well, yeah, it seems like it would be. Yeah.
I have just refreshed the page for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I have a number that represents how many reviews have been given on Steam for Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh boy.
Between, Ryan and Johnny, I want each of you to give me a number, and whoever's closest to the pin on how many reviews are there. Ryan, you're going to write yours down. Johnny's going to say his out loud. And whoever's closest to the pin is going to win the news game.
All right. So how many reviews?
How many reviews in total
How reviews in toto.
In total?
Yep.
All right. I'll do
on Steam?
On Steam. Johnny,
I
what
don't
do you
know
think?
why I put
got
that
Ryan's
number. It's just a weird number.
Steam reviews vary wildly. Like some games have like 5, and some games have like thousands. I'm gonna guess 3,000.
3,000. Ryan guessed 1,455. The total is 10,409. Johnny, you are the winner of the news game.
I was the least wrong.
Yep, that's bombing for you, man. People create accounts and review things just because they have to bitch about it.
Yeah.
So there we are.
Oh, yeah.
You know your
Gamers need to be
news.
heard.
Speaking of news, here's a good headline. Check this out.
Once you figure out if you're smarter than a Leet Gamer, why don't you see if you're smarter than a game essayist? On my channel, The Game Essayist, I make short-form video essays about all the random and relevant games, like Pokemon's most unique gym leader, and is Skyrim a little too big? So once you're done listening to The Leetist, head over to The Game Essayist on YouTube.
It is time for me to ask all of you, are you smarter than a Leet Gamer? On a weekly basis, we strive to prove our superior gaming intellect. One of us will try to outsmart the rest with our own unique brand of gaming trivia. This week, it's me, Kenny, who shall present the categories and questions, and my co-host and our lovely guest will bravely attempt to match wits. Here are the categories today, gentlemen.
I got to give you guys props at this point. It actually sounds like it's in your voice now.
Yeah.
Like, since I wrote that script forever ago.
yeah.
You guys actually say it like you're saying it. I like it.
It sounds like I'm actually saying it.
You guys are good at that. I feel so robotic every time I do it.
It's pretty bad, but
I
still love you.
I struggle reading, guys.
These categories are fun spins on categories that you're probably familiar with. I changed them up a little bit. The first one is called Funner Punner.
Funner punner. I'm
If
going
you
to
re-
write this down.
Yeah. If you remember Funny Punny, it's a game in which I gave a clue, and we changed one letter from the title of a video game, and you end up with something like COD of War.
Right.
But in my game, Funner Punner, I changed a word in the title to a rhyming word. Ooh. So it could be COD of War, but that's just one letter, but it could just be Shod of War. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything that rhymes at all to replace the word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Second, blanking blank.
Blanking blank.
If you remember Blank of Blank, Tim, you would give an alliterative description of a game, and the answer would be a video game with the word of in the title. Mm-hmm. Mine is going to be an alliterative description of a game, and the answer will be a game with ing, a word ending in ing in the title.
Okay.
Would you know what I mean when I say it's not always necessarily a participle?
Yeah.
That means it could be a word like running or fucking, but it could also be a word like thing or ping.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As long as it's a word that
So it
ends in
could be
ing.
running or fucking, though,
Yes,
for the record.
it could be. Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. And category number 3 is sack stuffers.
Sack stuffers.
This one we haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you some items that are in my sack. You tell me what game I'm carrying that sack in, which is basically a fun way of just saying I'm going to give you a list of items from a game. You tell me the game.
I like it.
All right. We're going to see who goes first. That's Johnny. Johnny, you get to go first. Would you like Funner Punner, Blanking Blank, or Sack Stuffers?
I'll do Funner Punner.
All right, here we go. Your clue is, you died. Jaws ate you. So you take
I don't know.
a video game title and one word is a rhyming word.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, have fun.
No clue? You want to pass?
Yeah, pass on that one.
All right. Tim?
Shark souls.
Shark Souls is correct.
Dark and dark.
Get in the headspace here. That's how that one works.
Yeah.
All right.
No, my body is ready. I've been working on word games all morning, so I'm ready.
Tim,
Yeah.
which category would you like? sir?
Let's go with blanking blank.
All right. I'm going to give you this alliterative description.
Who wrote them, you or ChatGPT?
A combination of me and
Okay.
ChatGPT. I took ChatGPT's alliterative description and changed them around to make them a little better. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
what I did. Okay, here we go. Remember, the title has a word ending in ing in it.
Okay.
Here we go. A surreal and symbolic game that strands the player in a supernatural scenery where they must scavenge and struggle to survive amidst a sea of specters with sometimes silly and strange scenes.
Silly and strange scenes, sea of specters.
A surreal and symbolic game that strands the player in a supernatural scenery where they must scavenge and struggle to survive amidst a sea of specters with sometimes silly and strange scenes.
Well, that's pretty on the nose.
It's pretty on the nose. So the answer is clearly
What is Kenny's
Ghosting.
favorite game?
Dark Souls.
Ryan?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding is correct.
Good job.
Amazing.
The word strand is in there, but I didn't emphasize it.
I didn't even hear it.
You didn't hear it?
Nope.
Okay. That's, hold on a second. Tim got one.
I want your
Ryan got
sack
one.
stuffed. Wait, sack stuffers.
Sack stuffers.
No, say that more awkwardly.
I want sacks.
These items are in my sack, Ryan. What game is this
Ooh.
from? Black Bass, Flash Grenade, Bowgun Bolts, and Eggs.
That's from Resident Evil 4.
Correct.
Amazing.
Is it golden egg? Is that used to kill someone?
Oh my
anyways.
God. Guys, I got my soundboard back.
Oh, good.
We're about to get inundated with a lot of unnecessary audio, guys.
That's ridiculous. Nobody would ever do something silly like that.
Bogey's big old butthole.
Thank you. Johnny, which
Here
category
we
would you
go.
like?
Give me the ING one.
All right. A gritty and gut-wrenching game that thrusts players into a grim and gruesome world of grief and gore. You must gather, grow, and make choices in-game to gain gratitude from a little girl and other grown-ups as they face off against ghastly groups of ghoulish foes.
That was good. That was a really
Jesus.
good alliteration.
Yeah, it was really good. I have no idea, though.
Gather, grow, and make
pass on
choices
it.
in-game to gain gratitude from a little girl and other grown-ups as they face off against ghastly groups of ghoulish foes.
And the name ends in ING?
Correct. It has a word ending in ing. It doesn't necessarily. It's not necessarily just one word.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Little girl.
Yeah, there's
And grown-ups?
You can take a pass if you want.
ghouls.
But also,
Yeah, I'll pass. I don't know.
okay. Also, just for future reference, don't worry about thinking time. If you need to take a second, I edit. So it's all good.
Thinking
Okay, fair enough.
time.
I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind.
Okay, Ryan.
Oh, dude, no clue.
Walking Dead, Telltale game.
Shit.
Little girl.
Okay.
I thought that would be
Never
Oh,
played it.
Clementine.
Clementine.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
I think of her as an adult because of the later games, but yeah, you're right.
Dim.
Let's do Funner Punner.
Funner punner. One of these words in the title of the game was replaced with a rhyming word.
Yeah.
In yet another Monster Hunter clone, track down and battle enormous beasts while dealing with uncontrollable flatulence.
Oh, what is the name of that stupid game? It just came out.
Wild Farts.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Ryan.
Yeah, I think you had it. I just couldn't remember the name of the damn Wild Hearts. Yeah. All right.
I honestly thought about it because I was thinking about different words for flatulence, and I said farts. What does farts rhyme with? It rhymes with hearts.
Hearts?
Oh, wild hearts.
That's kind of a way of tackling
I
it
went
too.
the other
I
way,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of tackling. Let's do blanking blank.
Alrighty.
Give me some alliteration.
The answer has a word ending in ing. Here we go. A stylish and sensational hack and slash game that puts the players in the shoes of a cyborg samurai as he seemingly slices through a series of sinister and scintillating scenes filled with swift strikes and slashes.
Oh, God. Oh, I know this. Oh, no. Oh, no. What was that game called? Ninja-ing.
No, sir. Johnny, you have any clue?
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
What is it?
Metal Gear Rising.
Metal Gear Rising.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Johnny's on the boat.
You know, their original title was Ninja-ing.
Yes.
Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance. Johnny, which category would you like? It's right back to you, my friend.
Yes.
Give me the funny punny again. I'll try that again.
Already. A new version of everyone's favorite vehicular soccer game, now featuring electronic cars, and if they die, don't worry, there are places to plug them in all over the field.
Oh,
Socket League.
that's
Socket
good.
League.
That's good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
almost feel like these are easier than the other.
Some of them are.
It's like-
These get harder.
Yeah.
There's two steps. I have to know what the name of the game is, and I have to know what pun you're making.
We're tied 2-2-2 across the board, Tim.
Sack stuffers.
Sack stuffers. What game am I carrying this sack in, Tim? I have linen thread, ancient seed, serpent scale, and a circling core.
Valheim.
Valheim.
Amazing.
Yeah, you would know that. That's all you guys.
Circling cores, man.
Ryan.
How else are you going to make portals?
Oh yeah, that's right. Is that what makes the portal?
I think it is,
Let's do funny punner.
Funner punner.
You might be a more intimidating pirate assassin if you didn't display a giant pair of testicles on your ship's sails.
Wow.
I get it.
Hold on.
Man.
You said a pirate assassin?
You might be a more intimidating pirate assassin if you didn't display a giant pair of testicles on your ship's sails.
Give up. You don't know it. You'll never get it. It's got to get to me.
Assassin's Creed Black Sag.
No. Johnny, any clue?
I think that works.
No. I don't know.
I think
that was a good guess, though.
Tim might take this.
Assassin's Creed Sack Flag.
Sack flag.
You were so close,
I
Brian. That was
think, I
good.
think sag works, bro.
Black sag?
Black Sag.
It's a sagging.
sack.
It's a sagging testicle.
Yep.
I think it works. I would
Johnny.
give myself the point.
Give yourself an asterisk for that game. Then.
Yes, I will.
Johnny, what category would you like?
I'll do the ING one again.
Sack
All
Flag.
right.
Sack flag.
There we go. Flex your physical fitness fortitude as you face fierce and formidable foes. Fight for fame and fortune and forge a fabulous physique, all while having a fantastic and fulfilling time with your friends and family. The answer has a word ending in ing.
Oh, mean. I got it.
I don't know. I'm stumped on this one.
Alrighty.
I like the question, though. It was fun to listen to.
Tim.
Your physique. Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah.
Ring Fit
God
Adventure.
Amazing.
Why is Tim always the next one on that?
And you're up again, Tim.
Funner punner.
Funner punner. I have more funner punners than anything else, by the way. So that's fun. Here we go. This one.
So that's fun.
Here we go.
We are having fun.
Get the fun would happen.
Here's your clue.
Yeah.
Boosting cars and killing hookers, except it's boring as shit.
Bland Theft Auto.
Bland Theft Auto. Right,
All
right.
right. Let's do sack stuffers. Let me see what's in
Except
your
it's boring as
sack.
shit.
All right. These are in my sack, Ryan. Pliers, fish hook, scissors, green blob bottle.
Pliers, scissors, fish hook.
And the green blob bottle.
A boy and his blob.
No. Johnny, any clue?
I'm not real confident about this, but I'll take a stab at Evil Within.
No, sir.
Okay.
Tim?
Say them again.
Gel.
Pliers, fish hook, scissors, green blob bottle.
I have two guesses, and they're probably both wrong. One of them, here's one of the two. I'm the last one, right?
Yep.
So I'm just going to think out loud.
Sure.
The two of them that I'm thinking of, and then you can just tell me if neither of them are right.
Okay.
Is Call to the Lamb or Animal Crossing?
Wrong and wrong.
Okay, so I don't know.
Inscription. Inscription.
So actually, Inscription came to mind, but I was like, there's no green blob bottle.
Apparently there is.
Yeah, funner punner.
I researched this. All right.
Oh, wait, it's not my turn.
Yeah, it's Johnny's
I
turn.
assume there is. I don't
Johnny,
know.
which category would you like?
Funner Punner.
Jim Parsons reprises the role of everyone's favorite nerd, this time traveling with his friends to the lands between.
Oh, this sounds really familiar, but I'm struggling. The Land Between.
Lands between.
Time?
Hell is that? If it's been more than 6 months since I've played it, it's pretty much gone. I don't know. I'll pass on it.
All right, Tim.
So this is a rhyming one?
This is a pun one. Yeah, one of the words is replaced with a rhyming word, correct. Jim Parsons reprises the role of everyone's favorite nerd, this time traveling with his friends to the lands between.
Sheldon Ring.
Sheldon Ring.
Amazing.
Back to you, Tim.
Oh, mercy. I'll do another one of them.
Maybe you're living the same day repeatedly and attempting to assassinate 8 people, or maybe you're just tweaking on speed.
Let's see. Oh, God. I know the word, so I'm assuming that the word I'm looking for that rhymes with is something. Oh, I shouldn't say this out loud because it might be somebody else's.
Correct.
I don't think I know what the game is, so I'm going to pass.
Okay, Ryan?
Well, I know what the name of the game is. I just don't know what the hell rhymes.
I'm glad I didn't say anything.
So the game is Death Proof.
Oh, shit.
So was tweaking on speed though?
Yeah.
Death. What? There's nothing in death that rhymes. So
Oh, really?
proof.
That's interesting.
Wait, what would rhyme with death? Beth? Meth proof.
There we go.
Meth proof. Final answer.
Wrong. Johnny.
What?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Death Proof is a Quentin Tarantino movie, Ryan.
Oh, no.
The answer is Meth Loop. You almost got
Close.
very close.
Oh, damn,
But
dude.
it's right back to
It's
you,
okay.
Ryan.
I'm not. I mean, there's no way of beating Tim at this point, so I might as well just have fun on the ride.
It's right back to you, Ryan.
Give me a funner punter. Let's do another
right.
Tarantino mess up.
It's great that your graffiti art can come to life all over town, but you got to cool it with the obscene drawings. We all know those aren't hot dogs.
I cannot remember the name of that game. I remember the game, but I can't remember the name. Pass.
Okay. Johnny?
I have no idea.
Tim?
Graffiti. Damn.
It's that one where you like draw graffiti and it animates.
Doesn't it have graffiti in the title?
Yeah, but I can't remember the damn name of the game, and it's an older game. It's weird.
It's great that your graffiti art can come to life all over town, but you got to cool it with the obscene drawings. We all know those aren't hot dogs.
So I got to guess which version of the word penis is being used.
Work back from obscene drawings.
Sort of thing,
it's
like
got to be obscene.
dick?
Yeah.
Or
like
cock.
a cock. So
I'm going to time you out soon. Just,
no, hold on. We
graffiti
didn't get there.
cocks.
I was going to get him there.
the answer is concrete weenie.
No one remembers that game.
What's Weenie?
Genie.
Genie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No one remembers that
Concrete
game.
genie. Correct. Who was that, Johnny?
Graffiti cocks.
No, that was Ryan, right? Okay,
That was
Johnny.
me.
Johnny,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. I will do funner punter again.
Funner punter. We got two more of these. You guys are rocking through these. Here we go. The Android uprising is starting. Considering they don't need to eat, it's odd how much they love a certain essential spice for Indian curries and chutneys.
Wow.
I like your clues. They're just hard.
Man, that was so cryptic.
The Android uprising is starting. Considering they don't need to eat, it's odd how much they love a certain essential spice for Indian curries and chutneys.
What game is that?
The only android I know that eats something weird is RoboCop, and he's not even really an android. He's a cyborg, and it's baby food. It's not Indian food.
Android
That's not
uprising. You want to pass? Guess.
And it's not that Detroit game or whatever, Become Human.
No, I don't think.
I'd like to help people in this game because this is tough. Like, he's pulling obscure ones.
That one is, I don't know. I feel like I'll probably recognize it, but I don't know.
Tim?
Something.
Do you know what the spice is?
Yeah, pretty sure I do. I mean,
I'm going to help you out with this, man. What is the name of the spice? And I can kind of
well, if
work
he's
the
talking about,
game.
like, you said, like, Indian cuisines and stuff like that, right?
An essential spice for Indian curries and chutneys.
Okay.
Would that be... You said curry, so it's not curry, so it's a... not Sriracha.
No, I was thinking like masala, like garam masala, something like that.
Masala?
Yeah. It could be the thing,
This is hilarious.
but I don't know. But that doesn't make any sense.
How far off is that from the answer?
It's way far
Oh,
away.
no. I think we're all screwed.
Coriander.
Someone
Used
was
pretty
close
often.
at one point, but you quickly went away from it. Ryan?
Corey.
Guys, Detroit become cumin.
What is cumin?
What is cumin? Jesus
never heard of
Christ.
cumin.
No, next.
You mean Mark Cuban?
Oh, you never heard of cumin or capers, we're finding out from the last episode. All right.
Because no one ever cooks for me.
Tim, it's your turn.
I got that confused because I always put cumin in Mexican food too. Because
I mean, when you Google cumin, it says this is an essential spice for Indian curries and chutneys. It's like the first thing it
I
says.
have no clue.
what do we got left?
There's
all of
one
them.
more in Funner Punner, and there's more in the other ones.
Let's
too,
do
so.
sack stuffers.
Sack stuffers. What game am I carrying this sack in, Tim? I have a sauce slinger, a launch pad, a bug net, and a trip shot.
Oh.
A horizon?
No, it's not a horizon. Ryan.
With a trip net? Is that
Sauce
Horizon?
Slinger, Launch Pad, Bug Net.
Oh, I thought
Trip
Saw
Shot.
Slinger, and I was like, oh, maybe that's like a thing in Forbidden
Oh,
West.
Sauce Slinger?
Sauce Slinger, Launch Pad, Bug Net, Trip Shot.
Zelda.
Johnny, any guess?
Ocarina of Bug Net.
Those sound like things in Orcs Must Die, but I'm not sure. But that's my guess.
God, if he did an Orcs Must Die.
You guys could have deduced this one with the Sauce Slinger and the Bug Net. This is Bug Snacks.
Oh, wow.
Who was that?
That was
Ryan, you're up.
We're done with Funner Punner? We're done?
There's one more.
Oh, yeah, let's kill it.
All right. This is kind of a tricky one. It's the last one. Here we
All
go.
right, let's do
No, you're doing it. Here we go. It might not be. Maybe it's not as tricky as I think. Here we go.
What's cumin?
You have to have a certain unique mindset to take on the necromorphs in zero gravity. A distinct inclination, a particular state of mind.
Okay, so I know the game. A distinct state of mind? I don't know. Dead case. I don't know.
Johnny?
Sleep space?
Yeah.
What was the clue?
You have to have a certain unique mindset to take on the necromorphs in zero gravity.
Headspace.
Headspace.
Oh,
Amazing. It's so easy that it's hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Johnny,
that.
Funner Punner is gone. You can choose between blanking blank or sack stuffer.
Yeah, that question really got inside your dead. Thank you.
Give me the
You
blank
guys
and
are the
blank.
ones that are good on those games.
All right. Oh, this is the last blanking blank. Here we go.
All right.
A playful and precise game that puts the power of precision and practice in your palms, where you can perfect your pitch towards a plethora of pins, all while having a pleasant and peaceful time with your pals at your own pad.
Say it again, faster.
Yep. And, and remember this as a word ending in ing. Here we go. A playful and precise game that puts the power of precision and practice in your palms, where you can perfect your pitch towards a plethora of pins, all while having a pleasant and peaceful time with pals at your own pad.
Bowling.
Give me a little bit more.
Is that...
The bowling game. I don't know.
Wait, but this is the...
How many people are bowling?
Well, who is bowling? Who is bowling?
2 people bowling the game.
I'm going to give it to him.
Amazing.
It's Wii bowling.
Oh, shit. What's that? I'll take, give me like half a
I
point
got
for that.
fucked on my question.
He said a completely different word. He actually said the
God.
word ending in ing, and it's
my
a bowling
God.
game on Wii.
Oh my God.
Tim.
I hate you so much.
Sack stuffers is all
This
that's
game
left.
is so rigged.
I have 5
Proof.
5 sack stuffers left. Here we go.
Give me one.
Water flask, crimson energy, assassin's dagger, golden whetstone.
Golden whetstone. Whetstone. What are whetstones? I don't know. Monster Hunter World.
That's a good guess. There's whetstones in that game.
Yeah.
Ryan,
No, of course it's Monster Hunter World.
Johnny, any clue?
No, I got nothing.
I made this one for you, Ryan. This is Backpack Hero.
Oh, no.
Why would I know that?
Because that's all you've been playing recently.
Yeah, but I don't
who is
care about any of those.
All right.
You know I don't pay attention when I play games, right?
Ryan, crippling rod, scorcher, broomstick, zapper.
These all sound like weapons, right?
Crippling rod, scorcher, broomstick, zapper.
Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy.
Johnny, any clue?
Broomstick is all I got out of that.
Same again. What are they one more time?
Crippling rod, scorcher, broomstick, zapper.
Days Gone?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, you're not going to get this, Tim. Do you want to guess something?
No.
Okay. This is Evil West,
Oh.
which I got
wow.
from Johnny's
More
library.
like evil question.
I love that game.
I kind of remembered the word broomstick as a weapon, but okay. 2 more. That was you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Johnny.
Yes.
Safety glasses. This is a hard one. The last 2 are hard. Safety glasses, metallic mustache, bionic beanie, fancy fedora.
Atomic Heart.
Good guess.
Same again?
Safety glasses, metallic mustache, bionic beanie, fancy fedora.
I don't know. TF2.
Ryan?
Hat in Time.
I'll let you guys go around one more time and give you the clue that you would only see these cosmetics in the game. They're mostly cosmetics if you played the game co-op. Anybody want
This
to chime
does
in with
not
the guess?
help anything, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know.
TF2.
You're close, Tim. It's Portal 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
That was close.
Yeah. Last question.
You should give Tim that answer.
Yeah.
Because why not?
No, go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Sack stuffers. Here we go. Holy cow, rubber boot, dog with fleas, roast on a bone.
Call of the Lamb.
No, sir. Ryan?
Monster Hunter.
No, sir. Johnny?
Atomic Heart.
The reason that this is the hardest one on here is because there are 1,000 things you can get in this game, and that's only 4 of them. It's a game
Terraria.
called Katamari Damacy.
Oh, wow.
That was tricky.
There's like
That's tricky.
That was very
8,000 different items in that
exactly.
game. That's the problem.
That's why it's the last hardest one. But with a score of 8 points to Ryan's 2 and Johnny's 3, Tim is the winner, and he's smarter than Elite Gamer.
He sure did it.
I have won.
That was a great performance, Tim.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
played.
Johnny,
Yes.
you told me that you're into voice work, right? You said you do that full time?
Yeah. I've been doing that since it was funny because right when the pandemic hit, or I guess right before it, in early 2020, is when I started doing that. I just went all in because I already had a couple clients that I was kind of working with on the side, and I just went all in on it, working from home, the whole thing, set up my home studio and everything. And then the pandemic hit, and I was forced to do that anyway. So it was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just stick with this forever then. So yeah, so I've just been doing that, and nothing that exciting. It's mostly nonfiction or a lot of like self-help stuff. I've gotten a lot of work in that, a lot of corporate training stuff. Nothing crazy, but it's been fun to do, and I get to stay home and I get to, hang out at my house and make my own schedule, and it's not bad. Not a bad gig if you can deal with all of the ups and downs at the beginning and with all of the, constant self-marketing.
Sure. That's awesome. What about the YouTube and the TikTok? Did you start those around the same time, or when did that start?
I started the YouTube channel a long time ago. It was actually, I think it was a burner, well, not a burner account, but it was like a fuck around account for me to just have where I would like subscribe to just gaming stuff, because originally, my original YouTube experience was on a different account that I had like loaded up with like news and different stuff. Cause I used to be in like local news media. I worked for a local news station back in my home state. And so I was just like constantly involved with just what was going on with news at all levels. And so I just wanted that feed to be that. And I wanted another account to just have gaming stuff for like, my leisure time. And so that's what that was. I didn't really upload anything to it for a while. And then I kind of just made I left traditional broadcasting and walked away from that because, it's just kind of a pain in the ass, and you don't make any money until you're Brian Williams level, basically. And so then the gaming thing kind of became my primary. And, so I just started reviewing games that I just thought were interesting, a long time ago. It's probably like 2017 or something, just for fun. And even today, it's just for fun. I still do it for fun. It's changed a lot. The content that I put on there is a lot different now. It's kind of more of like topic focused rather than singular game focused. That's what I have the most fun doing. And so yeah, I do that. And
did that switch up kind of like help things with your results and viewership and stuff like that?
I don't know if it's really helped with that or not. It probably has, but I think at the end of the day, I'm just doing what I feel like doing. Like if I when I chase like the algorithm, it doesn't work out. It's like, if I want to review it, sometimes it does, but almost never. Like the Wanted Dead, I did a review of Wanted Dead. I actually got a review code for that from the publisher, and reviewed that. And that actually got some decent views for, for how small the channel is. And that worked out. But 99% of the time, it doesn't really, because you're competing with IGN, you're competing with GameSpot, you're competing with all these established outlets, and you're competing with, personalities like, ACG and all these folks. And I'm not interested in doing that. Like the singular review of a game where I just talk about one game for like 15 minutes. I'm just not that interested in that. And two, the what you get out of that is much smaller, in my opinion. And so I prefer to just like, what's a topic that's interesting to me? Like I just did one about shmups, old school arcade style spaceship shooter games, because that's like one of my favorite genres. So I was just like, I'm just going to make this because it's fun.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put it up, and it's going to get like 1,000 views, and that's fine because I'm just enjoying myself. That's more or less what it is.
Yeah, I see you have TikToks once in a while that really blow up with like 1 million views and shit like that. So
what?
Yeah,
1 million.
Yeah, I think TikTok is nonsense.
TikTok
I don't understand
is
why.
nonsense. I put like one TikTok up like just to shit and sing giggles, and it got like a shit ton of watches. I'm like, what the fuck is this, and why do people care? I do not get it. I genuinely do not understand. This is the curmudgeon in me. This is my 37-year-old self going, well, I am so outside of the times here, but like people's attention spans are gone. And
yes.
So you need to have something that's like our podcast, like what we do right now is an hour and a half for that. Like a 10-year-old listening to this would go 2 seconds into our podcast and go, they haven't said anything about Minecraft or Fortnite. I'm out. Like I didn't hear the buzzwords. It's the answer to the problem that shouldn't exist, which is people's attention spans are so gone.
I think
now.
in the gaming space, there's people who try to do comedy that doesn't work out a whole lot with gaming creators. But I think your sense of comedic timing and sense of humor is really aligns with mine, and that's I've enjoyed a lot of your TikToks because of that. I think I could also point to like the McElroys. As in the gaming space that are I would consider fun comedians and good ones, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate your TikTok for that.
We're pretty good too.
Yeah. We sometimes say funny things.
I think there's a lot of room for comedy in gaming, or even really politics in gaming. I don't know if I want to tread into those waters too much, but there's room for like the gaming space is bigger than just like, here's how to get a special award in Roblox. Like there's comedy, there's politics, there's all sorts of like gaming adjacent things you can go into in that universe. And, we're still kind of learning about it. I think, it's, if you look back to like, people like Mega 64, folks like that really kind of showed us that you can have fun and sort of do your own thing and also be in the gaming space and not necessarily be doing like reviews or Let's Plays or whatever, like you can do your own flavor of it. And, to the extent that TikTok, allows you to, you can, I think, in my opinion, I think you can, you have a better shot in a lot of ways of getting an audience that way. Now, will your audience see your stuff after you've gotten the audience? I don't fucking know. I have 20,000 followers on there, and I'll put up a video that gets like 4 views, and then I'll put up another one that gets, 5 million. And I don't know. I literally, like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, the gap is that big. It's crazy.
But I mean, like the main factor I feel like why a lot of people are gravitating towards TikTok stands for the attention span is YouTube has screwed so many content developers out of what they've been able to monetize from that. And I think people are like, well, YouTube is just doing me such a disservice. I'm going to market myself to a different area. And I do feel like TikTok is marketing more towards the like Gen Z kind of for sure, the younger generation of people, which are the easiest targets to hit at this point. Like it like, because I mean, like I have YouTube channels that I absolutely love to watch, but it is almost monthly they'll have a video coming out going, YouTube demonetized this for me. I'm losing money left and right. Please, can you support me on Patreon? Like YouTube is destroying people's like creativity in this thing that really is a shame because I mean, there's so many good YouTube channels out there that are just not going to get recognized now.
That's just because there's so many YouTube channels out there.
Well, yeah, but there's also so many. There's way more TikToks out there than YouTube channels. I mean, 100%. Like, and TikTok.
Yeah, but TikToks are all mostly short vids, you know?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Through in no time.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's like there's no effort, or like, to me, there's little to no effort with putting out a TikTok versus, you know, doing a lot of production and editing, doing something really nice for YouTube, and then YouTube coming along and saying, oh, we're going to demonetize this. We feel like you do not deserve this funding.
I would think even though TikTok can be a crapshoot with views and what's going to pop off, it does at least filter some of those people over to your YouTube and get you an audience there. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, and it could be synergetic like that. I would hope that helps, but I don't know. Like, in terms of like, I just would like another contender to come into the marketplace. It sucks that it's TikTok or YouTube at this point, and there's not really a main like competitor to kind of bridge that gap. That YouTube is not.
We've been waiting for that for a long time too. I don't know if that's ever going to.
No.
Vid.me was kind of cool. I don't know if you guys remember that. Like, that sort of almost broke through for a minute. A site called vid.me. It was very YouTube-like.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't know. I guess Twitch, but Twitch doesn't really have like videos that you can just watch on demand. It's mostly just streaming, right?
Streaming, which is fine. And streaming is its own culture, and I'm okay. Like, look, I mean, I think streamers don't have to worry about things because they get donations for their streams. So they have ways of making money that way. Whereas a YouTube, like, people that are hardcore into that, were super reliant on YouTube paying them out for the content they were providing. And when they don't do that, they have to rely on Patreon. And that's going to this. And I think Patreon, to their credit, they make the service easy to do donations and like sort through and all your Patreons and be able to, you know, handle that, which is good that they have that ability. But that is not a good way of really like solidifying that you're going to be making funds by what you're producing.
Can I just interject here real quick? VidMe, this is kind of a funny story. When VidMe, after it was acquired, the domain name expired, and so a pornography company grabbed it. And so all the links to VidMe on like the Washington Post and New York Times and Guardian and everything had links to hardcore porn.
Wow. Yeah, that's funny.
That's amazing.
Well,
whoever snagged that, I guess, good job.
That's a good spot to shift gears for a second. I wanted to ask Johnny about your kind of gaming history and back in the day. Like, what are the games that kind of ignited your passion for gaming and some of your favorites of all time?
There's kind of like two phases for me. There's like, it's like phase one was like I was a little kid. I was 3, 4. And my parents didn't really give a shit about video games at all because, this was 1992, and, I played games at the arcade at the mall or whatever. But as far as like home consoles, my parents didn't really care. I was interested in the Genesis. I think I was barely old enough to know, like, oh, that looks shiny. I want that. And so Dad comes home with a TurboGrafx 16 because it's cheaper. I don't know if you. So that thing was, that by 1992, these things were, $70 in bargain bins. And all the games were out, and they were all cheap too. So Dad, spends maybe a couple $100 and brings home, all this TurboGrafx stuff. And
what else are you gonna play Bravo Man on?
Yeah, I know, right? Bravo Man's fucking sick, dude. I love Bravo Man. Bravo Man's my shit. I had my username on my gaming channel was actually Dr. Bomb for like 6 months because that was, and I just had like his broccoli headed face as my username. But yeah, so I ended up falling in love with TurboGrafx, not just because it was the thing that was there, but I just genuinely really liked that library. That library is awesome. To this day, I recommend, like, go play TurboGrafx games. They're awesome. And, especially the ones that came over from the PC Engine, like the quality control on these games with, there's a few outliers, but for the most part, they're all good. Like, the vast majority of the ones that came over here were good. There weren't that many, but the ones that came over were good. So anyway, played that, really enjoyed it, ended up with a Genesis eventually, enjoyed that too. TurboGrafx went away pretty quickly. And so I became a Sega kid, Sonic's better than Mario, all that shit.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
And and you know, I mean, and of course my wife, she's a big Nintendo gal, and so we have fun. We kind of like spar sometimes over it because we just saw the Mario movie, and it's funny because I can compare it to the Sonic movie. I'm like, well, you know, in Sonic they had this.
Oh, Tim will definitely agree with you that Sonic is way better.
Sonic's way better than Mario movie. There, that's all I'm saying. And I did not even grow up on Sega. That's how bad the Mario movie was.
Yeah,
I don't think it was bad at all. I thought it was good, just not fantastic.
To each their own, man.
I also have bad taste.
You don't really. You don't have
the
to
Mario
expect much
movie-
out of a Mario movie. I mean,
the Mario movie was a really well made commercial for Mario.
good.
and that's okay.
exactly what I wanted. Like, that's,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean that's what most. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's not a bad thing to be that. I couldn't stop looking at the damn thing. It was so
it's
entertaining.
so fucking pretty too. Like gorgeous graphics. Like they did really good animation for it.
Yeah, it was very.
I'm never going to be a fan though of like what they did with Sonic, where it was like live action mixed with 3D. I'm just not a fan of that style. Like I would
It's
rather
not
a
what I would
Sonic
have done.
movie be in like Sonic's world and Green
Right,
Hills
I
and
agree.
do that.
I agree. They kind of went like the Transformers route, where there's like these people that just I don't care about. They're trying to make me care about them. I don't care.
You're a bland human number one that
Right.
you know Sonic is trying to be friends with, and I'm like, I don't care about you as a character at all.
That said, with that being the goal, as flawed of a goal as that is, I think they did an okay job making it work. But yeah, like it was. I would have rather have seen them take a Mario movie approach to Sonic for sure, and that would have been probably better. But I still think it's okay. Anyway, you know.
Yeah, I don't know where you were going with it when you said there were like two phases, but when you mentioned in your history of gaming, when you mentioned that, it kind of made me think it's kind of the same for me, because when I think about playing games in childhood, it's like everything before Metal Gear and Resident Evil and everything after Metal Gear and Resident Evil.
Before
that
MG
was like,
and after MG.
But
Yeah, I feel that way. Except my line is God of War. Like everything before God of War is like one phase.
That's good.
Because when I went to college, I completely fell off of video games. Like I just stopped. I don't know why. I really don't even remember like why I lost interest, but I just did. And I just kind of focused on like my social life, and I focused on school. And this was 2005, 6, 7, 8. And at some point, I guess shortly after the PS3 came out, 2007 or so. I saw that Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, and I was like, oh shit. So I bought Metal Gear Solid 4 before I had a PS3 or anything. I just held on to Metal Gear Solid 4, and I was like, one day we're gonna do
One
this
day
thing.
this will happen.
And I had it for like a literal year before I was able to snag up one of these big colossal backwards compatible PS3s.
nice.
And I still have it. And so ever since then, Metal Gear Solid 4, that kind of put me back in. And then I didn't know I was back in yet though. But when I went back to God of War 1 and God of War 2, they were waiting for me. And that was when I was like, okay, I'm in this. I'm in it to win it now. Fucking God of War rules. Like
it
I
does.
love God of War 1 and 2. I love 3, probably still my favorite. And Ascension I even liked. People talk shit about that. I love that game. Not as good as the original 3, but it's still a God of War game.
God of War 3 is a lot of people's favorite, but it's probably mine too. I love that game.
It's definitely one of my favorite. I mean, like, I think that it wraps up at least that portion of Kratos' story really well.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I would say
Was God of War 3 the one where you got the Titans to climb Olympus or whatever? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was dope.
I think why I like that one is you got so many Titans in that one that was like, oh God, we are getting all sorts of Greek in this hizzy. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
and you beat Hercules' face into like
that's
a
right.
bloody stump.
That's right.
It was
You fight
insane.
Hercules.
It was so insane.
I mean,
nothing had ever really done that.
You
as
open
far as
up
I
with
could
a
tell.
fight with Poseidon, like on Gaia's back. It's like
Yeah,
insane.
the Poseidon fight blew my freaking mind.
The water
Like, that
graphics
was-
on it, were amazing for the time.
and that's on the PS3, which had what, like 256 megabytes of RAM or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing what they were able to pull off on that machine. Crazy.
It is nuts when you think about like The Last of Us and the Uncharted games and
Oh,
running
yeah,
on
that's
PS3.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it came out on that.
That's nuts.
They still look good.
Do you want to shout out to our listeners where to find your stuff, wherever you want to direct them to?
I think go to my YouTube. Go to Johnny Grafx. Graphics, of course, spelled like TurboGrafx.
Yep.
Grafx. And that's where I do my actual work that I care about. That's like where I put
Nice.
actual effort in.
Yeah.
go to my TikTok if you want me my ADHD just pretty much unleashed, and that's fun too. But the YouTube is where I do my best work. I'm working on a video game right now in my spare time. Ooh. When I'm ready to really talk about that, I'm going to talk about it on that YouTube more than likely the most. I'll talk about it on TikTok as well. But yeah, I would say like if you really want to see like my actual work that I actually care about and I'm like really, really passionate about, go to the YouTube.
What engine are you using for building your game? I'm just always curious about when people are starting to develop a game. Like what they're using.
I struggled with this for a while. I'm going with Game Maker Studio for this game.
Okay,
because
cool.
It's a 2D. It's a 2D vertically scrolling shoot 'em up game.
Yeah, for
heavily
sure.
inspired by Grafx and Sega Genesis era games.
Awesome.
But I'm using real like sharp, visuals. I'm not going to go like the retro look. It's going to play like a retro game, but it's going to look, sharp and modern. Kind of like what Streets of Rage 4 did with Streets of Rage. Like it plays like an old game, but it looks kind of sharp and modern.
For sure.
So I'm doing that basically with a shmup.
I love that style. We're seeing a lot more games kind of get the 2D, 3D kind of like nice like rendering style that makes it look modern, but also retro.
It's more timeless.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't like, I think the retro thing, it looks cool. I still like, there's games I'm playing now, like that Moonrider game. I forget the name of it. Joy Masher, they make these 16-bit Sega Genesis looking games like Blazing Chrome and stuff. I love that stuff.
Awesome.
So don't get me wrong, but like I think the modern kind of comic book style art, I just think I just like it a little bit better, I think.
Well, when your game is done, you have to come back on here to talk about it, and maybe we can quiz you on your own game. So.
Okay, hopefully I can get more than 2 questions right. We'll see.
Yeah. You guys hear that? No. Well, you're about to. Do I sound... We got an audio game for you in your ear holes. I have 3 categories or clues to present to my contestants, and they're going to try to best one another. Yeah, baby. It's Soundscapes.
You actually have 3 categories?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
Soundscapes is always
it can be whatever
it's
you want.
usually 3 categories.
So what is the premise of this?
So this is a very simple premise. I'm calling it Nint-END-o. It is all Nintendo themed audio questions. 2 of them are going to be the big 2 staples of Nintendo, Mario and Zelda, and one is going to be called Grab Bag, which is
other stuff.
Hodgepodge of different Nintendo, but specifically Nintendo 64. And the premise of this soundscape is it's the roll credit and music.
Johnny, if you need your wife to come on the show and help you with this one, that's
I should. I she's playing VR right now. That's not going to happen.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, what's she playing?
yeah, for real. We're big VR fans, and it's nice to hear somebody saying that.
Actually, whenever someone like mentions a VR game and it sounds like if I want to know more VR games, so is there what's she playing?
She's playing Gun Raiders. She loves that game.
I've never heard of it. I may have to check it out now. Well,
it's free to play.
I want to get it.
It's pretty cool.
Well, let's just play that now.
We're all Googling Gun Raiders right now.
It's pretty cool.
Have you played Demeo, Johnny?
No. I've played Walkabout Golf a lot.
Dude,
I
just played it last night. I play it all the time.
That honestly should just be a pack-in title.
It should,
It
really should.
That's great.
Yeah, that game rules.
All right.
But overall, I'm not real big into VR. That's more her thing.
I play that with my family every week. It's like something we get together
Which is
and
just
do. It's
adorable,
awesome.
by the way.
It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wish my family had that because I would love to play VR games with my family. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
My brother and sister got one, and we bought one for my dad so he could play with us. So we all play together. It's awesome.
Now maybe we'll have to do that. All right. We have the 3 categories: Grab Bag, Mario endings, and Zelda endings. So they're just music that are the roll credit themes for these games. I have a bunch of them, so we're going to go through any of these, but all of these, rather. But you guys get to choose whichever one you want. I'm going to say, though, the Grab Bag is worth 2 points if you answer that correctly. The other ones are just 1 point. So it's kind of like a Hail Mary.
Gotcha. Should I roll to see who goes first?
Let's roll and see who goes first.
These are older games generally?
They are like, so I'm going to be completely transparent with this. Every single mainline Mario game and every single mainline Zelda game.
Every single
one of them.
Tim will be going first.
All right, Tim.
Well, let's start with Mario.
All right.
That sounds sunshiny, so I'm going to go with Sunshine.
That is correct. Oh, Sunshine.
Amazing.
That's a good guess. I would not have gotten that.
No, that does sound sunshiny, though.
I've never heard it. That just sounds like Sunshine.
And that's why I think these are going to be slightly easier, just because you'll be like, oh, okay, I know.
I'm going straight for the gold and grab bag.
You're grab bagging it. All right, first grab bag.
Oh. But this is not a Mario or Zelda game.
Grab bags are any N64 ending
Right.
game.
That's so
Wait,
familiar.
they're all N64?
They're all N64 games.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, then I do know what this is.
The fuck could this be? Banjo. Kazooie.
There you go.
Thank you. Nice.
Hey, you take from me on this.
That was a
kind of
total
thing.
guess.
All right.
I'm happy.
2 points for Kenny because that was a grab bag. All right, Johnny,
Yes.
what would you like? Mario, Zelda, grab bag. Grab bag's worth 2 points if you do those.
Give me a Mario. Start easy.
All right.
Mario.
All right.
I like when that started, Ryan made a face at me like he didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was either. I was like, what did I just do?
This is a mainline Mario
Mainline
game.
Mario game.
So it wouldn't be like Dr. Mario.
No. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay. Definitely NES. I can tell from the sound chip. It's one of the NES games. I feel like it's either 2 or 3. Damn it. I wish I knew enough about either of those to differentiate them. I'm going to guess 2. Super Mario Brothers 2.
That is correct. It's Super Mario Brothers 2.
That's what I would have guessed
It
as
is
well.
the.
I would have guessed 3, so good on you.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that was a solid one.
Almost
Yeah.
did.
All right. Tim.
Well, let's do a Zelda.
Zelda.
Zorlda.
Here we go.
Link to the Past.
Of course it is. I just love this.
That is probably like the only Zelda I've heard the end of. Ocarina of Time. Not Ocarina of Time. Breath of the Wild. Definitely heard that one, but I won't.
I don't know if that has a. Does that have an end?
Probably.
That does have an
It's
end.
just weird pianos.
I will go. Fuck it. Grab bag again.
Grab bag again for Kenny. Here we go, bud.
I'm going to take a stab and say F-064.
No. We'll make this stealable for fun.
Johnny, you got a guess
Yeah.
on that? A 64 game?
I don't. It's the MIDI sound could be either N64 or Super Nintendo.
It is. They're all N64 for grab bags.
Oh,
So it's
the
an
whole grab
N64
bag is
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that helps.
I don't know.
Just guess a 64 game. You might be right.
Shadow Man.
No.
Blast Core.
That is correct.
Wow.
I loved it. I think you, from the first note,
Oh, yeah.
you knew what
Yep.
that was.
I did.
Blast Core. Yeah, that is one of
And it's not even because I remember that song. I just remember the music style of Blast Core. It was very much like that.
You love that. I mean,
I also love that game.
You love that game.
That was
Never
definitely my
played that
favorite N64 game.
All right,
Johnny's
John.
up.
All right. I'll do grab bag.
All right. Yeah. These are fun. Here we go. God, I get so nostalgic with this music.
Oh, in that case, I bet I know what it is.
It's coming to me first, buddy.
Unfair advantage.
Yeah, cutting it.
That's 64?
Yeah, all Grab Bag is Nintendo 64 games.
Okay. The SNES was really, that it was capable of some impressive sound, but yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I do recognize the melody a little bit. So it's got to be one of the, like, I'm guessing it's one of the bigger games, because the bigger games didn't leave a lot of room on the cart for music, so they had to use that MIDI sound. So I'm going to guess it's Ocarina of Time.
No.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, before you even got all giddy about it, I was pretty sure it was because that drum beat is very similar to the Mission Select drum beat on Star Fox 64.
Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
That is incorrect.
Is it
Oh,
incorrect?
that's what I was going to say.
That was a good guess, though.
Oh, man. What would Ryan be nostalgic about? It's not Star Fox on 64.
I will say it's not even really a spoiler, but your talk about the like needing more memory or like something for this is absolutely dead on.
Oh, yeah. That was a big problem for them for a while.
Perfect Dark.
I know. DK64, Donkey Kong 64. It needed that expansion pack actually to be able to do a bunch. But
Who has ever beaten that game? Did you?
I
beat
have.
it? Oh, really?
Oh, like a long time ago.
Yeah,
Jeez, I was
absolutely.
probably like 10, so.
All right.
Tim's up.
Back to Tim.
Let's do Mario. No. Legend of Zelda. No, Zelda. Do Zelda.
Zelda.
Link's Awakening.
That is correct.
Oh,
Nice.
Amazing.
Link's Awakening.
damn. I would have said Zelda, too.
I mean, that was definitely Game
Well,
Boy
it was
noises.
Zelda.
Huh?
You,
No, I said-
you
I
would
would've
have said
said
Zelda.
That was
He did
definitely,
also.
that was definitely Game Boy,
Oh.
big Game Boy noises.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's true. It is a Game Boy.
That was the song
noise.
of the Windfish.
See, Tim's got this. Tim's got this. Tim's got this. You had to get all the instruments, and then you had to wake up the windfish, and then you killed every inhabitant in that island because it was a dream.
I love that game. It's one of my favorite
It was
Zelda
terrible
games.
ending.
Not good with music. Okay, how was About to Mario? I don't think I've done a Mario yet.
How's about to Mario? How's about to this?
I guess that must be Mario 2.
No, that is incorrect.
Son of a bitch.
Johnny,
I think it's the first Super Mario Brothers.
that is correct.
Damn.
First Super Mario
Amazing.
Brothers.
Well done.
I don't remember that at all.
We
It's
already
the
did.
end, I
By
think.
the way, we already did Mario 2.
Did we? Oh.
Yeah,
Son of a
that
bitch.
was the
Yeah,
last
you're right.
Mario
That's
one
right. We
that
did.
Oh, can they not be, are they only one per question?
Well, they're all end credit musics from games. So, yeah.
I already did the Mario 2 end credit.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Where are we? All right. Johnny. What do you want?
Where are we?
I'll do another Mario.
All right.
Epic.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's going to kick my ass. I should definitely know that. She definitely knows this one. It's either Odyssey or it's Galaxy because of the production value. It's one of those. It's got to be. I'll say Odyssey.
No.
Galaxy.
No.
Oh, shit.
Galaxy 2.
Correct. It was Galaxy 2.
I was thinking about doing that. I was like, I'll sneak it in there. But if when I was wrong, I would feel extra stupid. So I decided to go with Galaxy.
Well played, Kenny. It is Galaxy 2.
All right.
Grab bag.
Grab bag. Here we go.
You've saved us all. The Gauntlet realm is restored thanks to you. You have done a great service for your people.
Fable?
Evil Demon Squad has been destroyed.
Gauntlet?
Is that your final answer?
Gauntlet Legends?
I'll give it to you. Gauntlet Legend
Oh,
64.
you got it. Son of a bitch.
Hey, they took from me.
No.
when I
Don't
answered.
start. Just continue.
You said a different word. You said death proof instead of death loop.
I will argue that to my death.
We know. That's why we're moving on.
Let's do Mario. I mean, this sounds like the 64 sounds, but it sounds a little better quality than a 64, doesn't it?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Mario 64.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
It is Mario
I thought
64.
it didn't sound like shitty enough for some reason, but I guess it was
No,
wrong.
that is literally from the game. So like,
I believe you.
that's, Yeah. All right,
Johnny.
I'll take a grab bag. Oh shit. Oh, okay. All right. Now
There
we got,
you go,
now I
guys.
got it.
Now we're cooking.
You could have cut it before then. I had no idea.
It's okay.
GoldenEye.
Gauntlet.
There you go.
Amazing.
GoldenEye, correct. All right, Tim.
Let's try Zorlda.
Kind of, yeah.
I gotta go with Ocarina of Time. If it's not that, it's the other one, but Ocarina.
Majora's Mask.
No.
Well, there we go. I don't know shit.
And it's not the 2 and 64 ones?
I guess not.
No.
There's not like a third one in 64 I don't know about. I don't know. That, I guess, 2. Zelda 2.
No.
Twilight Princess?
Twilight Princess.
Okay, there you go.
Yep, that's
Oh, okay.
Grab bag.
grab bag.
Try to catch up to Tim. Again. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
No.
That was actually a good guess. I don't know. It does kind of remind me of Conker.
I thought so too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Even though it was wrong.
I don't know. We already had a banjo, right? So I don't know. I'm blinking.
All right. Pass. All right.
Buck Bumble.
No. That was the stylings of Pilot Wing 64.
I knew it sounded familiar. I couldn't remember though.
Great.
Hit me with another Mario. Definitely Game Boy. Game Boy had a bunch of Mario games. Super Mario Land.
Yeah.
Hey!
Really?
Hold on.
Nice.
Yeah. Really. You did it.
Nice.
With a score of 4, Kenny, John with 5, and Tim with 7. Tim is the Soundscapes
Tim pulled out a bunch of fucking
Lord, and he has a fantastic doodle.
Gauntlet and
go
Blast
with
Core.
it.
And
That is a pretty dope ass doodle. I'm gonna post that online.
My favorite thing is like I don't know if it helps you concentrate, but it seems like you do way better when you're just like doodling something.
I'm learning things about my psyche, so yeah, I think it does help. I got this dope ass doodle. I'll
He'll
totally
like,
post
he'll
it in
like,
Discord.
like he'll be listening to the music, and I think he knows it, but he's just like, I'm going to use this doodle to like figure this out. So
Whatever worked.
yeah, whatever works.
This show goes out to you, dear listener. Thank you for inviting us into your ears. We're happy to be inside them, despite all the wax everywhere. It's time here now to pay homage to our patrons, the Leetist of the Leetist, the Let's Play Princess Megawatt, Exa Heath, Dostridius, Aptly Dub, Psy, Wrote This, Ross, Varner, Zach, huge thanks to you, Retro Game Brews, Spoof Shop, McCoordinator, Kyle Prime, Lemons, Andrew Morris, and Brandon Walls, Andy, a.k.a. Andy Shaw XP. I really need to edit that, so stop saying how.
There you go.
My amazing brother, Isaac Adicano Mechanic, and of course, our super sponsor, the Game Essayist, so be sure to check out the link to his YouTube channel in the show notes. We can't express in words how much we appreciate you all for supporting the show, so this will have to suffice. You are truly
Elite.
patrons of the Leetist. Get access to all kinds of goodies from us, including show shout-outs, bonus episodes, experimental content, game transcripts on demand, and a bunch of other sweet shit. Your funds help us with upkeep, equipment upgrades, show development, prizes and merch, tipping the maids we hire for our mansions, and more. For additional info about becoming a patron of the show, again, you can check us out at patreon.com/theleetist. And if you're a content creator, I gotta let you know that our Patreon is a limited quantity Leet sponsorship tier. You can sponsor the second half of our show. So sign up and we'll help you get your name and content out to all of our incredible listeners. So for more information, again, check out patreon.com/theleetist.
Yeah, for just $3, you can get the show earlier than everyone else and access to the bonus shows. We do 30-minute extra shows every week just for the patrons. So come on over.
Come on over, baby.
I want Patreons.
I think we have reached the tail end of the show at this point.
Oh, mein Gott.
Okay.
And we have something to show for it, which is this awesome owl or whatever Tim is drawing there. What is that?
I don't know. It's a doodle.
Tim does he does a nice doodle every time we do a podcast. He just kind of like doodles around. It's like
You should make it the thumbnail of the episode.
that's actually a great idea. Why not? Like
Sure.
just Tim's doodles during shows.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Gamers Week, Tim.
Gamers Week.
Gamers Week podcast trivia question time.
I'll tell you all about it while everybody's here and excited. If you came here from Gamers Week Podcast, here's the trivia from our spot on their most recent episode. Before marketing gets their grubby little fingers on game consoles in development, developers use code names for their systems. Some of those super secret code names were or have become fairly well known. Dolphin, for example, for GameCube. Scorpio for Xbox One X. Color Game Boy for, guess which one that one was?
Game Boy Color.
That's correct.
Yeah,
and so on. So guess which console was called Colleen? Oh, I guess the hint that... all right, so I got an eye roll from RGB when I sent this to him. He's like, okay, console, in quotes.
Oh, it's not.
It played games, but I guess it could also be considered a computer.
Oh. Commodore 64?
No.
Nope.
A computer. I don't know.
Was the Amiga? Is that the Amiga?
Nope.
What was it?
Atari 800.
Oh,
Colleen.
yeah.
Atari 500.
I'm changing 5 Taris.
Why is that considered a computer and not a console?
Hey, you know what? Fucking listen to Gamers Week.
Okay, there you go.
Actually, yeah. Gamers Week, if you're listening to this, can you just have a discussion about why that's not...
Johnny, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry that Tim crushed all of us today, but he was on a roll.
Oops, my bad.
It's all good.
Hey, you did great in the news game.
That's true.
Sure
I
did.
tried.
Do you want to one more time shout out your YouTube where people can go?
Sure. Johnny Grafx on YouTube. I think it's just youtube.com/Johnny Grafx. I think you can just type that out and it goes GRAFX, like TurboGrafx, which of course is useful to no one. Just GRAFX. And I'd say go there if you want to see stuff I actually care about. And if you just want to see my brain rot, then go to my TikTok and then you'll get that.
Perfect.
Either way.
TheLeetist.com is the jumping off point for everything we do at The Leetist. Come join the Discord. It's open to everyone. We hang out in there and do fun stuff. And join the Patreon, of course. Bonus shows we do every week for everyone. Extra 30 minutes of Leetist every week for patrons. Did you guys know the reference I made at the beginning of the show, by the way?
What was it again?
Chase, Cameron, and Foreman.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Foreman.
Foreman.
What was that 80s movie? It was an 80s movie, right?
No.
What is
This
it?
is a 90s movie.
This is House. House MD.
Oh, yeah. House.
House.
See, I was waiting for you to say Cutthroat Bitch and 13.
House, one of my favorite comfort food shows. I can watch that.
I do
show
like that
many
one,
times.
too.
It's a good one. Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you, Johnny, for joining me today and
Thank
playing
you.
games.
Thanks for inviting me on. It's fun.
It
sure,
was
man.
good times. We'll be back next week for more games about games.
Bye-bye.